Душу, говорит, зальет. Да, чувачок один. Ну, знакомый мой, который в очках.
И, короче, я просто что оплатила, но я выделюсь. Не я, а компания Дом.ру. И 450 рублей осталось. Ну как мы оплатили. Просто нифига не надо, да? Ну, корректно пропитал, начислили деньги, я говорю, что им делаете, да? То же самое, у тебя скидка. Но, все положительно было, блядь, 300. 70, 360. У нас, короче, такая штучка была. Движение, я так делала. Я вообще пользуюсь Дом.ру, наверное, 5, да, где-то лет. 5 лет.
Здравствуйте всем, с вами Гешка Плейс, и мы начинаем проходить последнюю часть игры Макс Пейн, третья. Так как с Бэтменом у меня маленько заварушки, нахуй, без последней, так что решил добить эту трилогию, последнюю часть Макс Пейна. Ладно, что ж, предлагаю начать проходить. Всем приятного просмотра. Давайте начнем. Так, игра. Так. Стройка настроил. Поехали. Что? Я ебу, что ли? Старичок уже не тот старичок, что раньше был. Пускать не будем.
So I guess I've become what they wanted me to be. A killer. Some rent-a-clown with a gun who puts holes in other bad guys. Well, that's what they had paid for, so in the end... Things have gone from fine to fucked up in about a second. And now there were two idiots at the wheel.
Clear! You got this floor?
Sure.
Look after yourself, bro. Stay safe.
It wasn't my own safety I was concerned about. Trophy wife or not. I'd said I would protect the girl. I hoped I hadn't lost my edge, along with everything else. It was time to choose, a nasty fall or a bullet to the head.
Пиздец. Жестко. Ладно. Вспоминать честно, как это было. Лицо бы хоть увидеть. Отча!
That was the boss lady. Only this time she wasn't calling for more vodka in her Cosmo.
Это уже дырка нахуй тут.
Trashy magazines and pretty trashy people. I just hoped I could keep them out of the crime section.
Улики.
She was out on one of the balconies, and I hoped, not about to be thrown off it.
О! Тихо.
It might have been stupidity, drunkenness, or maybe both. But before I knew it, I was back taking insane risks, trying to save fallen women.
Давай, прыгай уже нахуй. Иху! На. Угу. А? Что?
Tranquila! Tranquila!
Не нравится.
Nós cuidamos disso. Nice work. Hey, you need a hand?
No, you? Who the hell's Rodrigo?
I don't know, man.
Somebody's gotta go find him.
Uhum.
Está tudo sob controle agora. Fica tranquilo. I imagine the elevator door is opening to a firing squad of muzzles. As far as I could see it, the one thing my plan had going was that no one else would be stupid enough to pull this move.
Bronco! What have you done with him?
Чё, сдох что ли? Опа! Уч!
They weren't waiting on my say-so. I had to move.
Оба! Ну ёбаный, как все охрененно. Бам! Все убил я. Капец. А дробовичок пригодится. Поудачнее с ним будет, наверное. Так, это что за хрень? Так.
It looked like they were taking him out through the basement. Maybe I still had a shot. Rodrigo was too rich a prize for them to throw away. Sure, I'd have to work hard to get him back, but I knew the bad guys would want the boss alive.
Ебать, Тулюс.
Almost as much as I did.
Да. Ну, прикольно. Стараем. Просто графика заебат.
The control box was on the wall to the left of the gate.
Не, ничего. Что было, то прошло, блядь. Что с... Быстрее бегать не может, блядь, инвалид.
I had to keep moving. I didn't want to fuck this up more than I already had. The great thing about being famous as well as rich is that bad guys know who to kidnap. Another parking lot rattling with gunfire. Was I too late?
О! Ох ты чмо! Нормально.
Stay down, Mr. Bronco!
Всё нахуй, спать нахуй. Ублюдки.
you go. It's Max.
Ну, ёбаный рот. Прикольно.
You're okay. You're okay. No. Come on, get up. Come on, get up. You're okay. Come with me. Just come. It's okay. Just let it. It's okay.
Ei, vocês aí! Que porra vocês estão fazendo? A justiça local?
Que porra você acha que é falando com meus homens assim?
Você acha que tem o direito de matar as pessoas a sangue frio, Becker?
Cala a boca, cuzão. Continua dando multas. Não põe o nariz onde não é chamado.
Ничего не понятно. Чё пиздец? Ладно.
Chama uma ambulância!
Fuck.
You did good, Max.
You say so. Don't look so good.
Hey, what could be better, huh? The good guys are reunited, and the Commando Sombra are dead.
Yes. So who's this guy?
I don't know. Some kind of cop. Different branch of the police. Not UFID, but normal cops. I don't know about this stuff, politics. Everywhere politics. Shit, Max, you look kind of beat up. Let's get this lot home, and then I'll get you home too. Come on.
Аж пару дыр нахуй, блять, про этого или мне надо. Прикол здесь.
Back home, it was time for some R&R, the only way I knew how.
Да. Старик-то уже все на
Guess I was ready
походу.
for bed.
То. Угу.
A couple of days later, it was back to work, ferrying the boss's broad and his dipshit of a brother out for the night so they could recover from their brush with mortality. Then again, what did I expect? These were the kind of people who went to nightclubs in helicopters. Fabiana had brought her sister along, presumably so she could show off just how rich and empty her life was. And boy, was she about to learn the meaning of rich and empty.
Max! Max! I was speaking to you!
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, I was saying we're gonna do a lot of scrapes, man!
Well, we're still here.
Hey!
Thanks to you, Max. I hope you might like it.
It wasn't just him, huh, baby?
Oh, yes, Marcel. I'm sure you did a lot to save everyone. You were probably worried about getting blood on your stash.
Very funny!
Thank you, Max. I don't know what I would do without my sister.
Spend even more time doing something useful. You know she works in the favela. She's the good sister.
Oh, shut up. What did you hear, Baba? More bodies turned up where people went missing. But it's horrifying.
Did someone say Buzz Q?
Hey.
I'm just kidding, but it is a cool town, man. Hey, here we are! I love this place. I love this view. It's a real chill place to hang, you know? Do a little business, have some fun. I need it too. I've been working far too hard. Like a whore during Fleechy Weeky, as my roommate used to say. You like that, Max?
It's pretty funny.
Marcel, I think I might have an interesting investment for your brother. Well, call him up, homie. I haven't seen him for a while. Last week was Fashion Week. My God, Egypt, that's so beautiful. You know Anastasia? Oh yeah, I know Anna.
Ой, блядь. В этом клубешник, на. Да, в игре. Как вот это, да. Охранник, блядь. Я там клубешник, блядь, долбит. Да.
Nothing but the second best. Why can't we sit over there, Mom? I love you, but glad you become the best. Claudio, fucking Claudio, he's really good. He could be in Barcelona, Milan, he couldn't make it in Germany. Now he comes back here to fucking royalty. I'll introduce you. Nah, leave it to Caesar. Just give me a bottle of champagne, yeah?
This kind of place made me want to puke. I needed a real drink to deal with the electronic music and the robotic people.
Fucking monkey from a fucking slum. You acts cool with me? What's that? Nothing. Say, Max, you're a man of the world. What do you fucking do, man? About what? What do you do about life?
Look at me, I'm standing in a nightclub, listening to music I can't stand. I'm 5,000 miles from home, I'm armed and I'm drinking. You don't want to listen to advice from me, amigo.
Oh, Max, I love you, man. You're fucking real, you know? Oh, shit, people. Fuck them. People get me wrong. I think I love the wrong one. Oh, excuse me. Fabio! Fabio! Oh, my nigga, how are you? What you doing, Mo?
Thank God he had left. A minute more of his drivel and I would have to put a bullet in him myself. It soon turned out I wasn't the only one.
Маленький сейчас. Давай, иди нахер отсюда.
Seen it coming, but that was no surprise. It's hard to keep your eye on the ball through the bottom of a glass. I just hoped I could get to Fabiana and Giovanna in time.
Надо взять. Револьвер-то удачно стрелять надо.
The doors had been chained shut. I didn't need my Portuguese for Beginners phrase book to work out what was going on. The guy making the noise was the boss. He was sending them around to cut me off from the other side. And sure enough, a few seconds later, I had some company on the dance floor.
Что уродно.
another way out through the VIP lounge. Rich fools love a private exit.
Где-то бейсбол лежит.
Time was a luxury I couldn't afford. If I was going to lose the boss's wife and sister-in-law, I might as well do it medicated.
Типа просто захерачил.
Hey, it's our palace favorite bodyguard. How's it going, bro?
It's not good. Some guys took Giovanna and Fabiana.
What? Jesus, Max. Hey, I'm on my way.
No, stay in the chopper. We'll need a way out of here. I'll go find the girls.
Go.
Get up. You can't stay here. I need you to lock this door behind us. Get everybody else out of here. Son of a bitch.
Сука, не сдох, что ли? Диджей, ты не ту музыку включил, братан. Отдыхайте, щенки. Тук-тук, есть кто?
Don't shoot, por favor.
You an American?
Sure. Yeah, I'm from Steele, North Dakota, just outside of Bismarck. Andrew Stetling. This is some place, huh? They told me it was a little fresh, but I wasn't expecting things to be quite like this.
No?
No, see, I've seen things. I was a cop for 25 years. I've seen men run over by combines. I've seen husbands who just ate their wives, but a gunfight at a disco.
You were a cop?
Yeah, just retired. Whoa, what a life that was. And it gave me the money to raise a family. Well, I got a girl at college in Wisconsin and a boy who's playing football for Minnesota State. You want to see their picture?
No, that's all right. It sounds nice. Listen, you stay in here. Don't be a hero.
Oh, I won't. I'm retired.
Happy, healthy ex-cop? Give me a break. It looked loud and expensive enough to be Fabiana's. Her fashion sense didn't leave a whole lot of room for imagination, let alone food. The girl sure knew how to draw the eye.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the problem. But at least I was heading in the right direction. Whatever the hell they were arguing about, it was time for me to add my 2 cents.
Woo! Да блин, перезаряжай быстрее. Ой, сейчас тут заруба
We're still
будет.
alive, at least. This crew was starting to look a lot like friends of the gate crashers at last week's party. These guys had some real issues with the Broncos. They were back to finish the job. I figured it was time to start doing mine.
Опа. На-на-ри-на, опа. Блять, с этим револьвером одна проблема, блять. Музыка такая прикольная.
This wasn't the time to be second guessing myself. I had to hurry or I'd lose them.
Стоп.
I didn't know what they were, but this was a nightclub, and I'd never been a picky eater. They were headed for the helicopter pad. I had to get to the roof before Giovanna and Fabiana left on a one-way flight.
Bye-bye.
I knew this was going to be a bad idea, but in the continued absence of any good ones, I decided to go with it. What a view. I guess my time in Sao Paulo wasn't quite the paid holiday in the sun I'd been promised. At least I was getting a shot at that impressive psychopath. These guys weren't messing around. This place was like Baghdad with G-strings. A couple more seconds and I'd have given some poor street cleaner a crappy start to his day. Now, I had a ride to catch.
All I said!
Сейчас постреляю.
Jesus, Max! I can't leave you alone for 5 minutes! What the hell happened in there?
They jumped us. Same guys from the party. They grabbed the girls and Marcelo, but he's here now.
Now, don't worry about me, homie. I'm just the guy paying you lots of money to protect me. Yeah, but when you're drinking?
Bet your ass I was. You try staying in there for 5 minutes sober.
Oh yeah! Oh, there they are! Quick, get after her! Are you crazy? You can't just leave her! Max, you gotta do something! Come on! Get the rifle back there!
Беги, беги на. Беги, Сашка. Ты откуда? Пушка ебливая, нихуя. дальше. Спать нахуй. Ну, пидор ебаный. Не успел я его завалить. Да хули это кончается? Мне бесит кого-то прикрывать, башку бы всем поразнес, что, блядь, Питер, напрашивай. О. Опять бежит с ракетницы. Ты серьезно? Вообще порно, давай уже падай.
There was a goddamn army of these goons. Clearly somebody wanted these girls bad. Or maybe they just assumed the Broncos security team consisted of more than a drunk American has-been and a Brazilian never was, who should have paid more attention in flying school. Either way, I needed to find Giovanna before they did.
свалить, блядь. О! Мужчина! Принял, что ли? Да, старый, ты вообще еле-еле ползешь, блядь. Автоматом не жалею. Не жалею. Воу, братан, тихо.
The odds on Giovanna still being alive were getting worse by the second, and if Fabiana wasn't dead already, I was guessing pretty soon she'd start wishing she was. I was up for one god-awful performance review. This was a mess. Where the hell was Passos? We were two failed cops failing miserably at being bodyguards. It was Giovanna's necklace. I had to hope the rest of her was still intact.
Giovanna!
Max! Over here! What's happening? Where were you?
You all right?
What, do I look all right?
Don't worry, we're gonna get you out of here.
Passos, where is he? Is he okay?
Спасибо за подписку.
Oh my God. It's cold!
Спасибо.
Giovanna! What are you doing? Giovanna! Hey! No, nothing. Go.
Seems like I wasn't the only guy around here who had taken his eye off the ball.
Are you okay?
My weakness was the drink. Passos was the sister. Things were turning pretty ugly in this town. The boss's girl was gone, and part of me wished I was too.
О, жизнь, отработал, пошел, буханул. Каждый этот, нахуй, в хате бухает, нахуй. Тури мужик, блядь, старый, нахуй. Ох. Обычно серые будни.
What choice do we have? We have never paid out ransoms before. But I don't know. I don't like the feeling of this. What about you, Max?
I don't know. I'm no expert on hostage negotiations. I know people who are, but they're in America.
We don't have time for America.
I know you're right, Marcelo. It's not like I don't have the money to pay.
Father made a lot of money. We have always been targets. We all know that. But much as it pains me, I don't see we have a choice. Maybe after we pay, we find out who did it. We have them. But we all know what I'm saying.
Who do you think is targeting your family?
Haters.
Who can say? Life in this country is not easy, you can see that. I've tried to do business the right way, but that's not always possible. Of course I made enemies, but I've also paid a lot of bribes. I have no idea.
It's probably that street gang trying to get at me.
I don't know. People I know have tried to reach out to this group. Comando Sombra. They're not from any of the favelas around here. They're linked to the drug business. Now, what have I got to do with drugs? Nothing.
Everybody loves money.
I just want my wife back.
We can take the money to them.
Bota essa arma no chão. Put the gun down. Put down your gun. Bota essa arma no chão agora. Slow. Não faça nada estúpido. Me mostra o dinheiro.
What's he saying?
Open the bag. Show me it's full of money. Depressa, porra, depressa.
Easy, pal, easy.
Vem.
Apparently someone up in the nosebleeds didn't like the game we were playing. The money was gone, and I was next if I didn't get off that field. The bullets came from long range. They were well-armed professionals, and I was starting to feel decidedly amateur.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. There's got to be a first-aid kit around here somewhere.
I've been shot more times than I could remember. But this felt different. Maybe fate was sending me a message, trying to tell me my luck was finally about to run out. Or maybe I just severed an artery and was bleeding out like any number of fools who got shot playing with guns. Either way, I was failing fast. Shit! At least one of us had a gun now. That raised our chances of survival all the way from nil to slim.
All right, let's go.
Я иду, на.
The guy with the bag must have got hit. He's bleeding all over the place.
He's not the only one. Come on. I think he went this way.
So this was it. My easy retirement money. My blood-stained 401k. A chance to drink for free while chaperoning socialites around town and making sure the poor people didn't get too close. The brochure sure didn't mention any of this shit.
Come on, don't give up on me now, bro.
Hold on, wait here a second.
Бери уже.
Whoa. Looks like I missed all the fun.
Жаль.
You see there, Grandpa?
Ебать, старый, ты до сих пор живой, нахуй. Хуеть можно.
Come on. I'm getting flashbacks to that wedding we worked in Aruba.
Yeah, back to the good old days when I thought I might actually like this job. Dumb sport.
Hey, careful, my friend. That's blasphemy in this town. You okay, bro?
Never better. Whose idea was this anyway?
Yeah, I wonder. Is it bad?
Could be a lot worse.
Here.
Thank you.
Right. Here we go. Put the sleep on, come on. Alright, don't be a pussy.
So what now?
We make sure that the right clowns get the money.
What the hell do you think that was? Tried to gate crash our little wine and cheese party.
I have no idea. This is Sao Paulo, brother. Could be anyone.
Anyone with access to high-powered sniper rifles and trained killers.
That's pretty much everyone.
Great. So what now, Einstein?
Well, I guess we get these Comando Sombra their money and make sure they know we did not try to trick them otherwise. Fabiana, she won't come back to such good shit.
Опа, пацаны.
Foi uma cilada, cara. Nós precisamos sair daqui. Vamos vazar, vamos. Já saí!
Come on.
Eu sabia que essa porra ia dar merda. Quem foi o filho da puta que teve essa ideia de estar?
Бать, у меня один патрон. Иду.
Come on, move!
Button pusher?
Yeah. You're so good at it. Good job.
Just another day at the office, huh?
You should have known this wouldn't end well.
Didn't even begin well. It was hardly a textbook hostage exchange.
I guess I must have skipped that class. Okay, come on. Let's go.
How's he going?
Here.
Do you have the money?
No. But you might be able to tell us what the fuck is going on. Seu filho da puta. O que aconteceu lá embaixo? Quem nos atacou? Quem são os franco-atiradores? Não estou pra brincadeira, filho da puta. Ai! Que você nos enganar? Combate! Trouxemos o dinheiro!
Heads up! Here come his friends!
Отча, родной! Баш! Гандон нахуй баня. Отсосал большого толстого нахуй. Видишь, это нахуй, что-то распизделся. А? Да. Только единственное, что нуар нахуй убрали. Нуар. Не-не-не, это все осталось. Как ты чё? Нехуй с дверью улетать неожиданно. А? Нуар убрали, имеется в виду серый. Нуар это когда черно-белое. Его же нету. Просто вдруг красок больше добавили. Тут одна единственная миссия будет потом вроде как нуар. Может... Ну, да, он вообще пиздец. Это после второй части прошло, наверное, 12-го. Ну. Что, 5-го. Короче, как раз на лет 10 постарел. Не, на высоком. Первые две прошел, остался вот третья, но последняя. Да, блядь, перезаряжай ты нахуй. Боже, Даймона. Здесь он уже этот, наемник обычно. Как охранник, короче. Он уже нет.
Last rites, don't you think?
This blackjack. This is high-end gear. These guys are seriously financed.
Yeah, I noticed. I'll get you one for Christmas. Come on, let's keep moving.
We've still got a sniper on us.
We'll deal with him first. I only got one shoulder left.
There's no time. The money will be long gone. We gotta stay on the guy with the bag.
I might have written a book on dumb ideas, but Passos sure wasn't afraid to quote from it.
No.
I didn't give a damn about the money, but I knew what would happen to Fabiana if the wrong people got paid.
Откуда, блядь? Ох ты, козел! Завтра на учебу.
The smell in this place reminded me of how long it had been since I'd had any food. A drinker eats when he's loaded. A real drunk eats when he's not. It was time to introduce our sniping, something more intimate, short range.
Просто типа расхватит. Летел он.
That guy was getting annoying.
The hell did they know about the exchange?
This is Sampa, bro. What kind of cash doesn't stay quiet for long?
Начал это сессия такой, да?
Toys. Here, put this on. A better chance if we split up.
Almost looks like we know what we're doing.
Yeah, right. Don't speak too soon, brother.
Looks like it's coming from the stands.
Shit, they got the guy with the bag.
Не, я буду вот отвлекающий маневр.
Keep your headset on.
Whatever you say.
Что сказать, блядь, когда у тебя здоровье, блядь, такой лавка. Да-да-да. Точно, блядь. Так. Да-да-да. Воу, ребят, не все сразу на. Часть на. Ёбаный в рот. Да сзади застрелили нахуй. Нет, это еще живой нахуй. О! Куда камень взялся, блядь? Пиздец. Да я там не вижу его нахуй вообще, кто там кого меня убил, блядь. Сука, заебали. Гандон. Заебали бронежилетов этих конченых. Ублюдки. Тихо. Да ладно. Вот такого голову усовывать, блядь. Ёбаный в рот, откуда ты взялся, на? Вообще пиздец, эти конченые трибуны, блядь. Ага, ебаный. Пиздец, просто патроны не кончаются на.
Как прыгать замедленно?
На этот.
Да, у меня это.
Прям туда.
И в ретро тоже идет администратор девчонка. Я вообще, короче, скипаю.
Надо по обстановке смотреть, пиздец. Это всех щелей нахуй. Хули пьяно старая алкашная. Это на shift, если что, ну, похавать. Сзади нахуй. Они же в бронежилетах, я что сказал, да? Надо в голову стрелять.
А что, меня не убили?
Нет. Хули толку. Вообще пиздец. Но это как бы более реалистично, а не то, что так квадратно было. Нет. Уйди нахуй, я еще живой нахуй. У меня патронов пиздец. Гусь настал. Да. Пиздец. Неужели, блять, я прошел? Ебаный рот.
Alright, I'm inside. Looks like a VIP lounge or something. I'm gonna check it out.
Você vai nos matar, hein? Se a gente não voltar com dinheiro, né? E aí, menina?
Чё, гонишь, что ли? Прикинь, сквозь эту хуйню убили. Я думал, она защитит. Такие. Ну? Пиздец, гон, нахуй. Сейчас, ну, 15. На колесико. Граната летит нахуй. Перезаряжайся, я буду смотреть. Да, я же сказал. Тут все в это. А в стенку уебал. Ну ты попрыгнул в стену на. Shift. Куда, да? Вон нахуй, гранату забросил нахуй, догонку тебе. Так, тихо.
There were still guys who wanted me dead.
Oh!
Claudio, their golden boy. He'd sure picked the wrong party on the wrong night. Although if the past week was anything to go by, it was safe to assume any party with the Broncos in attendance was the wrong one to be at.
Автомат как-то понадежнее, такого и мало.
Looks like some kind of maintenance elevator.
Where you headed?
Going up. I don't know. Guessing nowhere nice.
Saw any of the money?
Nope. Just people shooting at me. Our surprise guest brought a lot of friends. All right. In the upper stands.
I see you. Be careful, you got company.
Huh? Хуя вы типы, идите нахуй с своим гранатом. Ебаный в рот. Чешку нахуй сделать, блядь. По-моему, это
Hey, I'm in.
Ладно, пока меня списывает нахуй.
It's all clear up here.
What about the kid with the money?
I don't even. Must be still in this section.
Hang on.
What's happening, Passos?
We're getting up ahead of my way. I'm almost out of ammo, bro. I can't run for it.
Alright. Try to clear you some space.
Сейчас я его буду прикрывать, блядь. Типа,
Go back in, bro. You're kidding me.
Беги в кепке, беги. Бычос. Пузо ему нах. Дык-дык-дык-дык-дык-дык-дык. Напарник, блядь.
Stay down.
Нац. Яички нахуй мата.
Locked. Try the other side. Can I catch a fucking break here? Come on!
I got it.
Shoot, for Christ's sake!
I'm trying, pal.
Позвоночник. Бежал на. Беги, ублюдок, беги. Дык-дык-дык-дык-дык. В рот ему. Плюха такая. Свинец, да.
Clear, Max. Damn, bro. That wasn't fun.
Listen to me, you head for the chopper. We need to be ready to get the hell out of here. I guess I'll stay on the money.
Sounds like a plan.
Bit late for a plan, pal. God damn it.
Max?
Shh. Now we got another sniper on. Let's let me deal with this guy first.
All right, bro. I'm moving too. Stay in touch.
Свалил, что ли?
Place was like Fort Knox. Hey, Passos. Passos. I've got you on the security camera. Where are you?
Somewhere in this goddamn stadium.
Хуя там у него.
What's going on there?
The guys that came to rob us are coming to finish the job.
Remind me again, who are these fine gentlemen?
Some kind of paramilitaries, I don't know.
Paramilitaries?
Right-wing guns for higher ex-cops, military, I don't know. Well, they can handle weapons.
What's going on now?
Guy's pleading for his life. He's saying that Fabiana is being held at the docks of the Chate River. Jesus, they shot him.
There goes the money. Now we've lost the wife and $3 million. The boss will be giving us a raise at this rate.
Yeah, that's messed up, all right. Come on. We gotta get out of this place. Take care of that guy in the IT tower. I'll meet you at the chopper.
Разберись,
I had a hole in my second favorite drinking arm, and the only way we were likely to get Fabiana back now was in installments. Whoever our uninvited guests were, I was about done playing soldiers.
На. Нормально, на. Вещай ему залетел, на.
We have destroyed Sao Paulo's most hallowed place of worship. Looking back, it was strange how the cops never showed up, but things had a habit of only making sense to me. Looking back, long after I'd run out of time to fix them. This is a bad idea.
Спать нахуй. Гребаный снайпер кончит. От босса нахуй.
You know how to make an entrance, bro. Now let's get the hell out of here.
Trouble seems to find us, Max.
Sure, trouble finds us the same way you found me. Slumped in a bar, drunk on self-pity. I'd been sitting at the bar for 3 hours, or about 5 years, depending on how you looked at things. I tried not to look at things. I tried not to think about when it was that my existence became less about the things that make up people's lives and more about the holes that lose those things leave behind. But I wasn't doing a very good job at it. been annoying me for days. They were typical Jersey rich kids. The ringleader, I think his name was Tony. His dad was some well-known hood, drug dealer, racketeer, pillar of the New Jersey community.
Line 'em up. Let's go. Where the fuck are your donuts?
This kid had a well-developed sense of humor for New Jersey.
Seriously? I thought I told you to get out of here, old man. Yeah, come on, man.
Nice echo. Gorillas have personalities of their own, or they just agree with everything you say?
Very funny, old man. Very fucking funny. That's hilarious. Yeah, has been washed up old cops. You go on TV. Yeah. Tell some jokes about how you got your wife killed or some shit. Yeah, where's the little old lady? Or how you got involved with killers. I own this town, amigo.
That's a good line. Practice that in front of the mirror in your underwear. Your father owns this town. Yeah, dear old dad, well-known drug dealer and murderer. You're nothing but a chump.
Hey, disrespect my family. You ain't got the right.
Hey, you don't take that from this punk.
I ain't taking nothing from you. God hasn't already deprived me. But I might start anytime. Now say you're sorry.
Say you're sorry.
Has-been caught, motherfucker. Say you are sorry.
Say you're fucking
Look
sorry.
away from me. Look away from me. Don't you stare at me. Say you're sorry.
Listen to him.
Which you want first?
Don't act clever, you fucking leather jacket dipshit cop cunt. Don't act clever. I will blow your brains all over this counter every fucking where.
Come on,
Tony. Come on. You don't fuck with me, Marty. I'll shoot you as well. Don't fuck with me.
Marty, you ain't fucking kidding.
Put the gun down, son.
What the fuck is this?
Put the gun down now.
Hey.
Thank you. Now get the fuck out of here before you get shot.
I got you. Fuck you. I got you.
Don't worry about it.
Fuck.
Go on. Fuck off.
You coming back for you, you fuck.
I look forward to it.
Yeah? Stay right here. Stay right here. You don't know who you're fucking with.
Yeah, whatever. Max fucking Payne. How you doing, man?
I'm doing about as good as I look.
You don't remember me? Pasos. How Pasos? Come on, we went to the academy together, man. You don't remember?
That's going back a long way, friend.
I spent 5 years on the beat in the Bronx, working homicide. I nearly got killed, man. I gave up. I got into private work. Here, Central America, Brazil, where my family comes from, all over.
Ah, that's great. Travel, see the world.
Yeah. Keeps me busy. I take care of people, you know? Proper bodyguarding. Hey, I'm working for a good firm. I'm actually here on a bit of a recruitment drive.
Yeah, well, why don't you drive on off back into the sunset there, Pesos? It's been nice catching up.
At least let me buy you a drink.
Yeah, sure. Anybody can buy me a drink.
All right. 2 more. Look, this is the way we do it in Brazil, baby.
I had to admit, I kind of like the guy.
Hey, another round. Max is buying.
He had a great set of stories, but I still wasn't interested in becoming a white knight again.
Saúde. Cheers. Well, I don't look like I go to Shakespeare or something? Saúde!
Cheers!
You faggot still got something to say to me? Yeah. Fuck off. I don't like spics who tell me to fuck off. Well, good for you. Now fuck off. Don't stare at me, whore.
Fuck you, asshole. No dick, asshole.
What'd you say?
You heard me. I'm not frightened of you, you spray-tan Guido douche.
Girl sure had balls. I had to give her that. I don't know why I did it. I guess I never liked seeing girls get hit. But from that moment, I was dead in that town.
Куда, блядь? Ах ты, сука. На, нахуй.
telling you, but there ain't much left of it. Shit!
Видел, да? Куски, да, блядь. Да, нахуй, да. Да. Нарисовался, блядь. Его убили, нахуй. Просто вспадаешь, блядь, дубина. Да, лыжи мне тоже не нравятся. Зимние очко, блядь. Это последний раз, когда она на них ездила. Это было сколько? Года 2 назад, вон они стоят до сих пор, нахуй, в углу, их больше никто их не трогает. Вот это нуар еще. Миссия, блядь, черно-белая сумма. Ну, по крайней мере, город тот остался. Полрожи отлетела.
I thought about saying the cops, but this was no time for bad jokes.
Точно, блядь. А, пиздец, там война будет.
Ain't gonna make this easy for us, are they?
Stand over here, cover me.
Yes, sir. Could have been setting me up for a fall, but something told me to stay put, trust him.
Барба их не подбирал даже. А, это мы, блядь. Я думал, бы. Да, ну нахуй, глава. У меня это все.
The bar was right around the corner from my apartment. It only took a few minutes to get back.
Здесь все перехуярили. Знакомая хата, блядь, старая. Да, со второго Макс Пейна еще.
Nice place you got here, homie.
Thanks for noticing.
Why are you living like this?
Like what?
You know, scratching around? Sitting in bars all day?
Maybe I just haven't found the right guy to put a bullet through my head yet. I just don't know.
I can get you work, Max. Work that only a guy like you can do.
Can you give me work sitting in a bar feeling sorry for myself? Where do I sign up?
Saúde.
Gesundheit.
You're the best guy in the academy. And you won medals on the street.
Hey, I lost loved ones on the street. Right? Family. More than once.
Yeah, I know. So leave. Start over. You've mourned enough.
I ain't a cop no more.
And this ain't cop work. This is protecting people in places where the cops ain't too hot.
No thanks, pal. You just better lay low for a while.
Yo, I want on the road. Yo, I want on every corner. And you guys, I want every fucking corner covered.
About that plan.
I'm coming after you, you motherfucking murdering bastard! Made 100 angry greaseballs!
Who's that?
Anthony DeMarco is the father of the kid I just shot.
Yeah, that looks about right.
Hey! You killed my boy! You killed my only son!
We gotta get out of here now.
You're not inviting these guys in?
When did I ever needed to invite trouble in? It always found me, no matter where I hid.
Vamos, man, let's go! Through!
Говорит.
Hey, you fucking dick!
На нахуй.
Boy, don't be afraid of the fire.
Охуенный бомж.
You think that'll hurt you? You think they'll char your skin, char your bones? But it'll make you clean in the long run. The joys of hygiene. Come to me, you sinners, you evil men. You were born and built and swallowed, but today you will
Сейчас смотри на.
cleansed in fire.
На нахуй. Комик.
It was hard seeing Brewer go out like that. But I got to thinking, it was what he was waiting for. A chance to make a difference. At least that's what helps me sleep at
Хуя
night.
хатка у
The
него.
apartment made me wish I'd got to know him better. Looked like he was keeping an eye on me. Must have thought we were kindred spirits. More and more, I think he was right. It made for interesting reading. If I'd been given a few more years looking into the bottom of a glass, I might have been on the same page.
Так. Это бред неправильно. Так, теперь сюда.
Up and out. Scramble away from what's left of your life over dead bodies and a few loose roof tiles. If I thought things through, I may have sat down and let myself burn right there.
Приебал. Я пошла на нас. Ох, ребята, нихуя. Воу-воу-воу-воу-воу.
gunfire over Hoboken. Felt strange to be at the center of it again. Target, like an old comedian hearing one last round of applause.
Чарли же еще остался.
Coming into Newark Airport. Get right on the Pulaski, pal. Don't look down.
Сейчас будет вообще пиздец. Момент. Не до конца.
Hey, what was that? What? I heard something. Up there! Up there!
Сейчас она. Погнал нахуй!
You need some help there, brother?
Needed help 5 minutes ago.
Look like you were doing fine.
Well, it doesn't feel that way.
Well, you ain't lost it. Hey, it looks like there might be a way down through the wreck up here.
There were wrecks all around, and not the kind you fix up for a weekend project. These were the wrecks you cross the road to avoid.
You can go it alone, but it wouldn't be so much fun.
Это ведь... Нет.
They're always one step ahead.
They don't need to second guess us when they're covering all the angles.
Давай же быстрее беги, инвалид, блядь. Ты видел это? Просто рикошет отлично. Поясницу ему нахуй. Накрытый райончик, блядь. Что ж ты тут без всяких этих, блядь. В спину нащелкал, блядь. Рука. Смотри, смотри. Слышишь? Слышишь? О, калаш, блядь. Старый добрый наш. Так, чё, куда теперь-то, блядь? Где ты прячешься-то, нахуй?
Да я там уже под тебя дал.
I wanna die here.
Fancy seeing you here.
Копчик ему нахуй кончился нахуй.
We got a way down to the street.
Hidden away for a rainy day.
Да. Вперед, говорит, нахуй.
These chumps have been chopping up cars around the corner from my apartment for the last year. The ex-cop me clocked it months ago, but the deadbeat in me didn't give a shit.
Твоя машина на меня упала. Бля, вот это. Как баллон, чтобы взорвать. Все, паря, спать.
Don't show the blood so much.
Он уже не такой молодой, нахуй, как раньше. Когда он бегал быстрее, блядь. Сейчас вообще как инвалид, нахуй.
You knew your way around these parts.
Let's just get over there.
Yeah. Think you need a hand?
Нет, не нужна.
Let's go, amigo.
You like that?
Should be a bit quieter in here.
Yeah, it's nice.
Дурдом, блядь.
Yeah, I can see why you'd want to leave
Здесь
this
они
place, man.
просто
It's real
нахуй,
charming.
блядь, обсасываются.
Isn't it?
So look, I got some friends in Queens. We can stay there for a few days.
Queens.
Want a job yet, Max?
So here we were, miles up the Tietze River, looking for what we did not know.
Max, you listening? Max, like I was saying, I think they're a group called the Kanashapre.
Why did you tell me they were called the CS?
They are. I mean, Fabiana, she was kidnapped by the CS. The guys that crashed that little party at the stadium, they were a
Жесть.
group of paramilitaries.
Да жесть.
You'll have to forgive me for not being able to follow all this.
You're not supposed to follow them. The government can't even follow them. It ensures that no one's ever guilty.
So why'd they do it? Bust us at the stadium.
And somebody told them we were going to be there with a whole lot of money. Anyway, the money's gone. Just hope we can get the girl back.
Yeah, me too. Wonder where the hell she is.
You know, there's a harbor about a half a mile up. She's got to be there. This is a known Comando Sombra area.
You know, if I've been doing my job properly, I wouldn't be out here in the middle of nowhere looking for some broad who got pinched on my watch.
That's what we tell ourselves, huh? It's all our fault.
I'm serious. By the time they grabbed the girls, I was half cut. I ain't slipping, man. I'm slipped. I'm a bad joke.
Max, we work private security. We're all ex-soldiers, ex-special forces, ex-cops, ex-good guys. We all have our reasons why we became ex. Maybe now we can put things right, okay?
So that was it, was it? Say the magic word and be absolved of your sins. If only shit were that simple, I'd have done it years ago. Me, I've been stuck in the past so long I'd forgotten what year it was.
Max, With your daydreaming. This is it. It's over there. I cut the engine. Light in.
Don't go anywhere. Here I was, some hopped-up gringo a long way from home, making trouble the only way I knew. As the weather worsened, I caught a glimpse of the rusted shells of previous lives that had been lived out here in this swampy shithole, and I wondered if I would end up the same way, or what would happen to that girl I was supposed to protect. I couldn't understand them, but I didn't have to. Cheap hoods are the same from here to Timbuktu. The slab of meat on the boat was clearly the boss. Serrano, they called him. And it seemed that our suspicions were correct. Fabiana was here, somewhere further ahead. I had to find her quickly and quietly if possible. Last thing I wanted was a party with these clowns.
Еще, блядь, забора престолу. Сука, ёбаный баран, блядь. Забор, блядь, на.
I kept moving toward the signs of life, rubbing them out as I went along.
Нахуй тебе пистолет с глушителем, ебаный дебил. То ли не хватает, нахуй.
I'd seen enough to know that Fabiana was at least alive, if not exactly well. Her captors didn't look like they were quite the kind and gentle type. I had to find that room quickly.
Опа. Опа, пацанчики.
Vai se fuder, cara! Vai tomar no meio do cu! Eu vou te meter bala, hein? Bah, se fuder, porra! Oi! Dani! Você tá aí?
Да сдохли они уже, я уже убил их, нахуй.
I didn't want to think about what would be happening on the video feed now. Just my own imminent cameo.
Да. Ну, просто нахуй, слушай, это как представляет.
I had to keep moving. I hoped that I'd find Fabiana sooner than later, if at all.
Ебать, ты какого? Сука, нежданный ебаный тупой, блядь. Сука, ты не сдохли. Ох ты! Уял, фраер, залез. Ты нахуй отсюда. Опа. У-ху-ху, родной. У тебя что-то на щеке, нахуй. Я понял. Автомат возьму полегче. Наверное, трудно. Там часть для... Воу! Давай, говно. Сдох там или нет? Пальбас, ты не сдох. Близок. Да. Да ладно. Что ты думаешь, блядь, дурак, что ли? Опа. Чисто под горячую руку мужик попал. Это как это? Сука, я только что тебя ублюдок видел, блядь. Нормально. Тут как бы кат-сценами идет нахуй игра. Кат-сценами. То есть, допустим, определенный кусок этого отстрелял, допустим, прошел, все, дальше там типа это шагаешь до следующей, потом дальше там какая-нибудь это кат-сцена типа на сейчас вот в дверь подойдут, видишь, як слышишь кат-сцена.
That was the chair that she had been held in. I had just missed them.
Такая вот шляпа, типа вся игра такая, по-моему. Так. Правка, явка. О, здесь, о, ТВ. Я хочу ящик посмотреть.
A dor. Com a idade vem a dor. É dor de cabeça, dor de estômago, dor na virilha, dor nas juntas, dor de ressaca. É por isso que existe...
Игре телевизор посмотрим. Я сожрал таблетку и мне стало заебись. А? Нахуй, короче.
Here we go again. She was on the move. If they'd finally they'd been making a reality show starring Sao Paulo's favorite housewife. Probably thought it would grease the wheels with the ransom money, but it only made me want to shove the cash down their throats.
Конечно, нашла лысого нахуй, как всегда. Муж должен все это делать. Я сегодня мыл уже посуду нахуй. Опа, вторая касцена. Пройдемся.
There she was, right in front of me. The drunk fool in me wanted to make a play. But I had just about enough sense to know that I'd end up with another dead girl in my arms if I did.
Отлично. Зачем тебе тортик? Какой тебе тортик нахуй? Так. Нихуя мне калаш полный.
I was in a cocaine factory, but I'd stick to the depressants. Serrano had taken Fabiana through the garage door. I had to find a way to open it.
О. Золотое оружие, блядь. Кого ну нахрен надо только, блядь? Мне надо только. Чё? Ну и чё?
I opened the door to the next circle of this low-rent hell.
Да-да. Да мне сняли на. Есть же такая нахуй. Даже, блядь, просто то, что у меня там, блядь. На полгода учился в Чите. Можно было. Но нашему ШВСМу ебаному этому вообще было похуй. Тарасы, блядь. Воу. Не зарплата, нахуй. Сейчас они ногти грызут, нахуй. Я говорю, хули ногти грызете, возвращайте меня, блядь, и я буду дальше нахуй выступать, мозги ебете. Они, ой, ну мы не можем, блядь, я, идите нахуй. О, блядь! Ты чё мне наебать думал? Ох ты, блядь, граната. Дараса, блядь. Это хуй, не позви, хуй с горы упал. У-у-у, братан. Да вы чё, твари, блядь, живущие, нахуй? Сука, целый отбойный вокруг и все, вам похуй вообще. Уроды, блядь. Ты свою гранату себе знаешь куда засунь? В жопу, блядь. Уёбок. Ух ты, нихуя вас. Ебать, нихуя мне подкинул. На. Дебил, блядь, носорог, нахуй.
I hadn't seen Fabiana in a worrying amount of time, but at least I wasn't following the trail of her fingers.
День. Ой, трэша.
On going across the docks.
Я понял, что тебе надо было пересечь док. Нажимаешь на кнопочку и начинается мясо.
There they were. I had the feeling I'd been running one step behind ever since I got to this country. And maybe a few years before that as well.
Не пугай, хакер, блядь. Откуда было? Каким здоровьем, блядь. Просто вот. сюда. Больше некуда идти. Опа. Отъехала она. Сука, ты же сдох. Вот ты жирный урод, на. Орёшь, что, блядь, ебанутый? Ну попал я тебе в ногу, что теперь, блядь, орать? Голоса слышно, откуда там меня русскали. Блять, я кровище столько бежал, вот ты, блять, что это выпендриваешься. О! Куда? Ебаная моторка. Иди сюда. Бать. Куда тебе на? Череп пробили твою. Как жестко это было. Да. Одному все это говно пришлось разбирать. Откуда ты приехал на своей лодке, блядь, баран? Догоняй их,
Max! Max! You alright? What's going on? Where's Fabiana?
They took her in a boat. That way. Straight ahead.
Okay, don't worry, hang on.
Boy, did I need to hang on. The whole operation was slipping out of our grip. I was an overconfident jumper going into the jungle alone.
Опа! Пацанчики.
How much longer, I don't know.
Can't take much more damage, Max. Check this out, Payne.
Just try!
Да, я красавчик.
Jump behind us, Passos.
That's them, ain't it? Fabiana's boat is in the front. Don't lose it.
Да ладно, серьезно, мужик.
That boat is blocking us from the one we need. I can't get a shot on Fabiana's.
Fucking assholes.
Decoy boat!
Shit! Grenade! Grenade!
Down! Doesn't look so good.
Fuck, man! One of the engines is gone! Give me a second!
Second's about all we got.
Пять гранатов. Охуел.
Seem agitated.
I can't punch it! Over there, man! Over there!
I got it.
Я там волну стоит. Вот жесть, я.
You could do it. Very cool.
Hey, you see that? We need to... Shit, look out! More!
business.
Hey, I got an idea. Hold on.
Осталось вообще ничего.
Tourist office should get a load of this.
And they know all about it. Chose a different campaign. Bullshit! You think you can get these boats out of the water?
Yeah.
The place was crawling. How many guys they got?
How many poor kids want nice sneakers? It ain't hard to hide. Hey, we're on them again.
See Fabian?
Move up, Marco! All right. Okay, it's a little closer. Who's in? Just give me a second.
This is smooth. We're not coming this close to let her go.
I'm afraid this shit's gonna come down to more than willpower.
Пиздец, лодке осталось жить, я ебал в рот. Сейчас огонь! Хули, прыгай нахуй!
Try it, man. Shit.
Fabiana had slipped through my fingers for a second time. Another habit I didn't want or need.
It's close. We almost had her. Damn.
I don't think we ever had much of a chance. No one told us they had an entire goddamn army.
I don't think anybody knew. Crazy shit.
Yeah. It's all crazy, pal. Non-stop insanity. Thought I left all this shit behind. Easy gig, you said. What a fool I was to get involved in this madness.
Легкая работенка, бля. Жесть, блядь. Да пиздец, против армии воюешь, нахуй. Один против толпы, нахуй. Со всех дыр смоляет, нахуй. Ой, жесть. Да.
Get up, bro. Max. Wake up, Max. Come on. Get up, you big bastard. Come on.
I'm up.
Huh? You don't look up.
Just give me a second, will you? Really not feeling too good.
Hey, Max, what is it with you and interior design? Huh? You really know how to give a place a great lived-in feel, huh? This is beautiful.
Fuck off with the fucking wisecracks. Really, I'm not in the mood.
Okay, sorry, bro. The boss wants to see us, so let's go, come on. Take your time, man. Fucking unbelievable. Jesus.
I heard that.
Баба, ботан и бухой мужик.
Oh, give me a second, I'm not feeling so good.
Bom dia.
Vocês estão aí?
O que o senhor acha? Claro que sim. E o senhor bem pontual.
Tudo bem.
Ah.
You fucking pair of clowns!
I'm sorry, sir. We risked our lives several times over trying to save.
I know. I just wish I knew what was happening and why.
Yes. Who has it in for our family?
I mean, just because we are rich and happy, is that a good reason to hate us? I do a lot of good in this town. A lot!
This is hell for me. As I told you yesterday, when I get Fabiana back, I think I will move us to Miami or Geneva. It feels like nothing good can come from living in Sao Paulo right now.
I hope you're not giving up on our city, Senor Branco. Listen, we will catch the man. You have my word on that.
Listen to Mr. Becker, brother. Yes, these are tough times, but we have been through it before. Like when Father died.
Father had a heart attack visiting the brothel. Yeah, it was humiliating and embarrassing for sure. But now this is different. This is the end for
Well, she's not dead. Maybe we'll be lucky and get her back safe soon.
I can almost guarantee it, if you do as I ask.
Maybe.
Be strong, brother. For your wife. I know this has been tough on you, but things will get better. For all of us. Marcelo, pasos in my helicopter. This way.
Sure.
Mr. Becker,
Senhor?
let us give you a ride.
Bom. Até logo, Senhor Branco. May I say, you would be best served se contratar profissionais e não esses amadores pés de chinelo.
Goodbye, Mr. Becker.
Até logo, Senhor Branco.
I had so many plans, Max.
Didn't we all?
I was born into great fortune. Sometimes it feels like I have done nothing apart from being a rich man in a poor country. The men I talk to, they only see money, not my wife. I am not naive. She does not love me for my body.
Well, despite your good fortune, you're still a decent man.
Am I? I don't know. I try to be. But maybe I'm just another rich fool, just like the rest of my friends.
Com licença. Tem uma ligação pro senhor, um policial chamado Senhor da Silva.
Diga que eu ligo mais tarde.
Sim.
Another bad cop wanting a pension contribution. Do you think a pile of shit feels popular because it's surrounded by flies? Look at me. I'm a mess.
O que está acontecendo? Meu Deus!
Sim, pode entrar! Senhor, temos um problema. O sistema de segurança foi desativado. I can see that. We got men entering the building and the office won't lock down. Posso?
Claro que pode.
it's not working. There's a way to reboot the system. If I can get to the server room, I should be able to get everything back online.
Strange. You pay a couple $1 million and you expect to push a button to be able to make all your problems go away. What I got was some useless junk and a bit of false confidence. I'm done, Max.
Sir, let us handle this. You stay in your office, lock yourself in. Do not answer the door unless you know it's me. Let's go.
I should be able to override the system if I could just get to the server room.
What's going on?
Nothing to worry about. Everything's fine. Get down behind the desk now, both of you.
Я тут бой не хватит. Да, собственно.
Max! Max!
Yeah, see, come on.
I need to get you to the server room. Let's go. Por que não posso ficar aqui com você debaixo da mesa? Let's go. Come on. Okay. I'm coming. Come on.
The real security guards had been run off, paid off, or bumped off. That left us. It wasn't a fantastically comforting thought.
This code should get us into the boardroom. Okay.
Glad to see the security system is keeping the right people out.
Oh shit!
What the heck?
Крышатник нахуй разбомбил.
Are we dead?
No such luck. We gotta go.
It's through here.
Долго еще водить меня будешь, блядь, заебал. Бум-бум. Тишина, делись сам.
Just past those cubicles.
These clowns were the same guns for hire who jumped our exchange at the stadium. Crotcha Prado, the Black Badge. Right-wing paramilitary chumps protecting whoever paid the most. I guess that made them more like me than I cared to admit. Were they just looking for another payday, or did their business with the Broncos run deeper?
Eu vou por aqui, você vai por... Está esperando?
Got to get through there!
Chega perto, tem Seu gringo, não, cara, porra! Entendido, você tá protegido! Tô saindo daqui! Estou
Держал, братан, пулю в лоб нахуй.
Hey, we're good to go. Let's get that server back online.
Can we just spend a few more minutes? Make sure they're all gone?
Come on, don't worry. I got your back. Poor kid was scared shitless, but I thought we'd seen the worst of it.
Okay. The server room's just down here.
You're doing good. Come on.
Eh? I didn't think I'd have a day like this when I wake up in the mornings.
Wish I could say the same thing. Fact was, I'd gotten used to protecting Bronco in the big bad world. We hadn't anticipated a siege situation here, hadn't prepared for it. I couldn't tell the kid that. Something told me these guys didn't have security clearance.
Ёбаный в рот. Патроны на нуле. Что делать? Просто конченые ублюдки. Чё нахуй? Тварь, просто на голову конченый нахуй. Уроды нахуй. Чувачок.
Gonna be able to fix this or what?
In a few minutes, eh? I should be able to reboot the system, get all the components back online.
What about Bronco's office? That's all I care about.
You should be able to lock us down, eh? If this works.
Whatever you're doing, do it quick. I'm gonna make a sweep of the building and then get back to Rodrigo's. The security system was back online. Things might be a little tougher for our fan club from here on in. Seemed like breaching the perimeter had been no more difficult than strolling through the front gates. But hey, who needs a Trojan horse when the alarm is down and your standing army is a dame, a dork, and a drunk? Bronco's office overlooked the atrium. I could check in and make sure he hadn't checked out. Max! Your guy's working on the security system now, sir.
It just came on!
Okay, good. Then lock yourself down. Stay put. Let us take care of these guys down here. Once they realize they can't get to you, they should back off.
Max, try not to completely destroy the place.
Let's just concentrate on staying alive. Sir! There it went. He was tucked up safe. Now I needed to make it to the lobby to complete my sweep of the building, for what that was worth. They could replace these on Monday morning. Graduation shots of Rodrigo, Victor, and Marcelo, educated at rich kid finishing schools all over Europe. No wonder they had the common touch.
Пизда. Бедная.
Poor girl was dead. Shot through the head by some hero fighting the rich one lonely secretary at a time.
Ну так, на машине прорывается. Естественно. Убили нас. Кто разулил? Водителя надо, кстати. Ого-го-го, ты кто такой, на? Ебать, ты. Пиздец. Быстро он меня положил, блядь.
It looked like we'd seen the worst of it. The elevator would take me back up to Rodrigo's office where we could wait the rest of it out.
Жесть вообще, просто каша нахуй. Нет. Нет.
I didn't know what the hell I was going to find up there, but I sensed it wasn't going to be a stripper bursting out of a cake.
Senor Branco! Senor Branco! I can't get through to him. Ever since the security door is triggered, he hasn't made a sound.
Rodrigo, it's Max. Open up. Can you hear me?
Eu já tentei.
Senor Branco, open up. I'm gonna try to get in there from the roof. You find the security guard and get the hell out of here.
Yes.
I knew there was another way in upstairs for the helipad. The little luxury runaround that kept the rich looking down on the poor literally as well as metaphorically. Rodrigo! Rodrigo! Rodrigo!
Пизда.
Of course he was dead. Clean, one shot, a professional job. I began to look for clues. I couldn't get playback on one of the cameras and it looked like the disc was missing. Someone in this building was trying to keep things low-key. But then why had everyone else come driving through the goddamn wall? Fabiana. Even if the man who employed me was dead, his wife was still out there. Maybe she could be saved. Maybe some good. Picking the photo from the broken fragments. Something caught my eye. Figures.
Бамна. Хуйня, жесть.
Only blind luck it meant the blast wasn't fatal. If I'd been out for any longer, the smoke would have gotten me. If I wasn't immolated, I was gonna get crushed to death. Look at me. I've been contracted to protect two people. One was being held in some hole. The other was sitting at his desk with a bullet in his head. And the company that had its logo on my paycheck was melting on top of my head. There's no way one bomb could have done all this, unless the place was made of gasoline. This whole joint must have been rigged. The kid hadn't made it. Fuck. I had to make this corpse-looting coward pay. Getting his gun was more than just expediency. No one would be rebooting his system. Poor bastard.
Да, пацана просто убили, блять, живодеры ебаные. Просто здание разлетается, что страшно.
Rodrigo or not, Fabricat's Bronco is falling apart quite literally. Despite his manners, I'd done him a favor. This didn't look like a room where Rodrigo closed multi-million-dollar deals. It looked like a fiery hellhole.
Что уроды нахуй? Я гребаный Макс Пейн выглядел. Мешки с костями нахуй.
The only way out was to use that filing cabinet.
Да, толкай, блядь. Так просто атно. Жесть, блядь.
So much for a lazy Sunday afternoon. My next trip would be a high wire act with a fiery pit for a safety net. It was nice that no one was shooting at me for a change, but I'd take shot in the head over a slow roast on a spit any day of the goddamn week. Someone up ahead was hurt pretty bad. If he didn't die before I got to him, I might get some answers.
Пришел в воскресенье на работу.
Hey, why? Why Rodrigo Bronco? Why did you come to kill Rodrigo Bronco?
We came to kill you. Because what you did to us. There's so many of us.
What reason did this poor
Я
bastard have
расклад.
to
Если,
lie?
говорит, не со мной не идешь гулять, то любое желание исполняешь. Нормально, да? Хуя, да, слышал, да? Сейчас, дай мне, осталось чуть-чуть. Пойдем сходим. А? Не, все, мне уже осталось чуть-чуть. Хуя, у него, прикинь, у чувака полноги оторвало. Нет, ну нахуй. Нельзя.
Fabiana was
Я
held
что стрим
hostage.
сейчас
I
заканчиваю.
had no idea
Ну
who was
как нахуй,
behind any
блядь?
of this.
Это же на прохождение игра.
Felt like a fool.
Следующее прохождение,
I was a
следующий
sweaty,
стрим
gray-haired
переносится.
mess. This place, well, this place was gonna kill me too. I could see that now. I decided that I was gonna die sober, not drunk. At least then I would see who shot me. It was time to take back control from whoever was out to get me. And if I didn't flush them out, at least my midlife crisis would confuse them enough so they did something stupid. It was the only hope I had. I knew I wasn't thinking straight. I'd been drinking and popping painkillers for years. I had a liver like a French goose and skin like red leather. Well, it wasn't perfect. In fact, it wasn't much good at all, but it was gonna have to do. Or at least I was facing in the right direction.
Мышь? Да? Мне нет. Тихо.
Hello. Max? Max, you're alive?
Of course I'm alive.
We did not know this. We are lost, Max. Our brother was everything to us.
I understand. Listen, I'm sorry about your loss. Both of you. Rodrigo was a good man. I failed him. But I was tricked.
What happened, Max?
I don't know.
Some guys from the Crush of Prado came into the building downstairs, so while me and the security guard were dealing with them, an assassin must have come in and executed your brother. At least that's how I think it happened.
No, you killed him, Boha. You killed my brother.
What are you talking about? I understand you're upset, but please, why the hell would I do that?
To get his money, to take his money.
How am I getting his money, Marcelo? Please, think. I worked my ass off for your family. I saved your life twice, or more. Right now I'm going to get Fabiana.
Where is Fabiana, eh?
She's in a place called Nova Esperanza.
How do you know this, Max?
One of the Crutch operator told me just before he died.
Please, bring our sister-in-law back to us, Max. Our family is being torn apart.
Ладно, закончим на сегодня. Ну, по крайней мере, половинку мы прошли, наверное.
So I guess I was finally about to go and experience the other side of Sao Paulo firsthand. The bit people try to ignore, the unpleasant memory they try to obliterate with cocktails and helicopters and parties and lines of blow, like rich fools the world over. I was a day off the sauce for the first time in years and knew I was due a hangover sent direct from Mother Nature.
Demônio como sempre, cigarro, uma das lentes sem fé, tudo que fala mente, fundo do poço, osso, dono da docente, amor, busquei tipo samba.
I had no idea where the hell I was gonna go, so I decided to head straight for the street party that seemed to be raging. Either that or some other fool had gotten there before me and now was being ritually sacrificed. I've had better ideas, but then I've also had worse ones, like accepting this job in the first place.
E aí, gringo?
Get lost, kid.
Eu me amarro nos States. Você precisa de ajuda, senhor?
Speak English?
Aham, falo sim, sem problema.
I need to know if you've ever seen this girl, Fabiana. Come here for a second. Look at her.
I know lots of girls. Sexy. Come on, come on. This way.
Where are you going? Wait a minute. Down there?
É isso.
found myself a tour guide.
Ну все, на этом пока остановимся. Ладно, спасибо, кто смотрел. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки, пишите в комментариях. Это был Гешка Плейс и игра Макс Пейн, 3-я часть, завершающая. Ладно, всем до скорого, всем пока, всем удачи, счастливо.